from mad. I can go Hulk and smash. You can get all my raps. Better not cross my path. I'm just mad. I'm big, mad. We stay mad. Cause we mad.
Good evening. What is going on? You were tuned into the Mad Ones Live. This is your boy, Professor Tony, coming to you live, man. And we got a good one today. We got a really good episode. Hey, what's going on, Chrissy? We see you over there. First one. Chrissy first today. We see you, Chrissy. Yeah, man. So we're gonna be talking about this planned event, because don't get it twisted. This was very planned. They have planned for us to own nothing and be happy. And that's where we're going. All right. Yeah, Queen. We got Queen with us today, a special guest host today. All right,
Oh,
let me add you
shoot,
on
I
here.
get to be special. Hey, y'all.
Hey, what's going on,
It,
Queen? How you
it's
doing?
hot as hell out here. That's what's going on. I'm about to melt every second I want to breathe in this hot ass shit.
Man,
Melt.
that's Cali for you. That's Cali for you.
Nah, it ain't just
Yeah.
Cali, because I know it's hot where you at.
We good out here. It rain. Actually, it's raining too much. Raining a little bit too
Oh,
much.
well.
Yeah.
Drop some rain over here when they say it never rained in Southern California. Drop a few drops, please.
It never rains in Southern. Hey, I used to like that
Believe
song.
that. Shit,
Yeah.
it's
So
hot here.
you came right in time. So I'm just gonna do my soliloquy. We're gonna talk about the planned event, this very planned thing that they had going on with us today. What's going on, Jeff? Where they pretty much got us to the point, and we've been played like a nice little violin or a nice little viola. You remember that little bitty viola getting played, man? They said, hey, having kids is horrible, right? But we didn't think about the effects of that, right? Because for the most part, we'd be like, "Oh, that's good. You know, this world sucks. Why bring a kid into this world?" All right, but we didn't think about our parts. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Queen? You can't hear me? Hold on, let me 1 second. Can y'all? What up, Will? Can y'all hear me? Let me know real quick. What up, Charlie? What up, Will? Let me know if y'all can hear me real quick. I might need to adjust something. Just wait for y'all real quick, because I don't want to keep on going if y'all can't hear me. All right. Okay. All right. Can you hear me now,
There we
Queen?
go. I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you. It like for 1 minute I heard you, and then all of a sudden it
Okay.
just went quiet. But I can hear you now.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, they said they could hear me. Okay, all good. All right, so let's go. Let's get it started, man. We got an interesting chat today. I'm curious to know what the chat's gonna think about this too. Is some things we want to bring up, because some things are going unsaid and they're just going on along, and we're not realizing the ramifications of what's to come, right? So everyone's gonna be poor, right? That's the
Hmm.
whole idea of the World Economic Forum, saying that you're going to own nothing and be happy. But to say it's not by design would be false. They're clearly wanting the population decline, because population decline brings a host of problems. All right. So this is the reason why, without population decline, right? With the population decline, there's a reason why we needed the immigrants to come in. Okay. So it wasn't only to get votes. I know a lot of people say, oh, the Democrats do this to get votes. It wasn't only that. Without that, America would have already had a collapse in GDP off top,
Hmm.
because we're not having enough kids. We needed those people. How many millions have come in the last 10 years? Upwards of 30, 40, 50 million. Oh, actually, I think it's more than that, right? All of that's money. You need people to be able to sell products. Without people, you can't
Hmm.
sell products. And we're going to go over all of those situations in more detail in a second here. But other problems that could come up with us not having uh, actual people living is labor shortages. There's not going to be
Hmm.
enough people to hire. All right, for all those people that actually work, I'm not, but work for themselves and try to find somebody to work. I
Hmm.
hear people. I got a cousin that she got a job. See, it's hard to find nurses. It's hard, right? What up? What's going on, PJ? It's good to see you. And then next thing, you got slower productivity. So meaning it's going to be less people in the Amazon facilities making
Hmm.
and bringing packages, all those type of things, right? It'll be less, right? So it'll be slower, which will make prices and goods cost more. Then you have also wage inflation. So what I mean by wage inflation is since there's less workers, now we have to pay you more. But paying you more does not mean that you are actually making more money when all the goods go up. Right? I think y'all experienced that in California, right, Queen? When I think there was the minimum wage went up, so all the prices went up. It was like, what was the point
It
of
went up to
even
$20, and then everything else went up $20. The burger went up to $5, just the cheeseburger.
right? So it was like, what was the point of even moving up if you're gonna move everything
Right.
else up, right? So that's what I mean by wage inflation. All right. And then Social Security and Medicare. So when we get older, there's not, and I'm going to show you the charts of how many actual Gen Alpha there is. It's actually just crazy. We're depending on their tax dollars to help us when we get older for our Medicare
Mm,
and,
mm,
our Social Security, our
mm,
pension plans. You
mm.
understand? But
Yeah.
there's
Good
not going to
luck.
be anybody there. If there's no kids, there's no way for you to have that. You get it? And then
Right.
next off of that is you're going to get taxed higher because there's less people. They're going to tax you more. So it's so many consequences that come from this thing, but we don't really think about it. But it's going to impact us. And they're saying by 2050, 2050 now,
Mhm.
by 2050, they're saying 1 out of 4 people are going to be African in the whole earth.
Mm.
Basically,
One.
Africa's like the only place that's still, and India is as well, but Africa is like doubling their population, where everybody else is just like declining. So that's a trip in itself. So we're gonna talk about these things. All right.
Mhm.
So let me show y'all some of these charts first before we get into this, and I'm gonna show y'all a video because I want y'all to see what I'm talking about because it's better to have the visuals. Um, oh, it's wild. It's wild. Okay, so I'm gonna show you this chart right here. Let me know if you can see this.
Yeah, I can
All
see
right,
it.
you see? Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So they're saying inequality by overpopulation. Um, do you see this chart, this line right here in the 1910s? This is
What color is it?
this is the check. This is the black populations,
Okay.
the Africans,
Okay, the red one. Okay. You
while
know the shit color.
everybody else here, this is just South Africa, just giving you an example. Everybody
Mhm.
else is in decline.
Mhm.
All right. So
Mhm.
that's just one country. But let me show you by country to country. All right. So pull this chart up here. This is from 1950s. We're gonna start off. All right. So China had the most people. India started getting up there, and America had a lot of folks too, right?
Mhm.
So just watch. Nigeria just popped in the 80s. Look at Nigeria's rise. All right. USA just we're getting a lot of immigrants. That's why we're growing right now. But it's still starting to fall. Now it's another African country. Another African country is in there. And Nigeria has went all the way up from not even on the map
Yeah.
to the third most populated uh country in the world. That's what it's projected. And that's not even all of Africa. All right. But look at America. It's falling. But that's of course it's predicting us bringing in immigrants. Okay. We are there has been no country in the world if you fall under the 1.9 birth rate, because it's 2.1 for replacement rate. If you fall under
Mhm.
1.9, there has never been anybody to recover the birth rate. Never.
Mm.
It hasn't happened. Where do you think we are in America? What our rate is right now?
I'm assuming
If you
that
had to
we're
guess.
like at the lowest. I'm assuming that. Oh, I'm
We're
assuming we're at one of the lowest because we have
one
the abortions, we have all this stuff that's praised here. So I'm assuming that we're like down at the low totem pole.
yeah, we're at 1.6 right now.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're not the lowest though, because actually Japan and South Korea are even worse.
Oh
right?
yeah, now
South
they're
Korea,
begging
guess
for
what?
men. I forgot that.
Yeah, yeah. Remember they were. It's other
They
places
were
that are begging
begging.
too. Italy as well is also begging for men to come over there. But guess what? Uh South Korea is at 0.7. Can you believe that? Point they they're at 0.7. Like that, they're about to be done with. And Japan as well. Japan is at the point. It's better I'll show you. All right. This is
You
all
know,
planned,
I'm
by the
not
way.
really surprised with the Asian countries though, because they had all those stipulations on birth, like
But
on
that was only
the amount
China
of
though.
kids you can have and stuff. So I'm not really too shocked on that.
That was only China at the time though. Only China
Oh,
did that. Yeah. See, for
mm,
South Korea, the women started the 4B movement and they really stuck there. It seemed like they really sticking to that thing. Remember we talked about
mm,
the 4B movement where they were like
yeah,
no sex with men, no dating men,
yeah.
no
Just go ahead
kids,
and
no.
replace them all together.
Right. Well, they ain't even. Well, I guess you could say someone replace. They're just not doing anything with each other. Japan is also doing something similar because Japan has crazy work hours and they would expect the men and women to work. So if you
Uh huh.
go to Japan, you're expected to work like 14-hour days
Hmm.
every day. Every day. I think one day off or something like that. So that's the work culture over there. It is tearing them up. So this is Japan right here. If you look at this, Japan, matter of fact, I'm gonna let them tell you what's going on.
Okay.
This is crazy stat.
Call it a sign of the times. In Japan, adult diapers are starting to outsell those for babies.
Wait a minute. Out adult diapers.
Let's go back. How much? What? What?
Call it a sign of the times. In Japan, adult diapers are starting to outsell those for babies. That has
Japan. It's so bad in Japan. Once the older generation dies off, Japan is going to see economic decline. That
Mm.
once their boomer generation dies off, they are going. It's going to crash so hard. That's why they're trying to bring because they were a homogenous country. They
Uh
weren't
huh.
into that immigration stuff. Now they're really looking into bringing immigration. Once again, they're starting to outpay. They're selling more adult diapers than they are baby diapers in this country.
in Japan, adult diapers are starting to outsell those for babies. That as birth rates there plummet and society ages. Around 29% of the country's population is now over 65, and that percentage is only set to grow. Meanwhile, the number of babies born in the country fell for an eighth year in 2023.
How much? I missed that. How much percent of the population was over 65?
Go back. Go back just a
Population
little
is
bit.
now over 65, and around 29% of the country's
60,
population is now over 65.
29.
Man, that's one third. That's almost one out of every three persons is 65 in that country. Dang.
And that
Well, you know they
percentage is
live
only set to
long.
grow.
They got them
Meanwhile,
ancient
the number
recipes.
They do live. They do. I
They
think they
live
get to.
long off that
They get.
rice and remedies.
But they always say the Asian women they be getting up to like the 80, 89. They like regularly.
Hmm.
of babies born in the
Hmm.
country fell for an eighth year in 2023. At diaper maker Dio Paper near Mount Fuji, factory manager Naoto
But he
Sugaya
making
says the
bank,
trend
boy.
is clear.
日本では大人用の紙おむつの市場が大きくなって
The number of diapers we're producing is increasing year by year thanks to the growing market for adult diapers in Japan.
He
We're also
making
producing
money,
a wide
bro.
variety of diapers on account of the growing number of
紙
customers.
おむつを作るようになっています。
Over the 5 years to
You get your
2027,
rib
Japan's
one, there
adult
go the
diaper
rib
market
ones.
is
For
forecast to grow
his, they got the
6%
one
to
for
Yeah,
her pleasure
$600
and his
million.
pleasure, like condoms.
Her
Meanwhile,
pleasure.
sales
Oh
of baby
no.
diapers are set to shrink
Hey man, this is where we are now, where adult diapers are
They got the
outpacing.
softer tush ones,
Oh
uh,
no.
the thin
Yeah,
fabric ones, the
that's
ones feel
wild.
like draws.
That's crazy to think of though. That's crazy to think of that you're at the point where you're outselling for adults and their diapers than there are babies. It-
Mm.
it's kind of sad. All right. I want you to see this chart right here. So I want you by generation. This is why if you want to make a company right now, you ever see like those gurus that got rich in the 80s and 90s? Hey, to sign up for my course, I'm gonna tell you how to get rich. Come sign up. It's only
Mm.
$50. right?
The
They
pyramid
could be
schemes.
telling you, they could be telling you the truth, but it's not the same world. You had a whole large population, and I'm gonna go into exactly what I mean by that with this population play. But you had a whole population to sell to. We don't. So it doesn't make any sense to try to compare both times. It's two different times. All right. We had way less customers than you. This is why everybody's seeing all the artists. They're not selling like Pac and them. Pac and them was selling because it was more kids. It was more teenagers. You know that Eminem album, the Slim Shady LP. You remember that
Yeah,
song? He was like, you remember that time he was
I
saying,
love
"You see me
Slim
on the
Shady.
streets, they like, yo, he nice." You know, something about the album twice. I was one of those people that bought the album twice. I bought his album twice. I did. I bought it. Somebody stole it in my high school. I still don't know who the hell stole my CD. And I went there to Target and I bought another one. I bought it twice. But if I got aborted or if I was never born, that's 2 CD sales he didn't make. Now multiply that. Multiply that to a whole bunch of people. That's what's going on, right? You want to sell to people that don't exist. They don't exist. They were never born or they got aborted. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chrissy says she
So you
bought Chad
missing that
the consumers.
that group of consumers that you need to be able to push your business during this time. I get it.
Yeah, business. I don't care if you got sports business. I don't care if you got a lawn service. I don't care if you're a realtor. Whatever it is, it's going to be less people to buy and it's going to be harder for you to make money. Right. And then at the same time, all the goods are going to go up. So if you do want to create a business like selling anything, right? I don't know, selling, I don't know. You sell candles, right? So selling
I
candles
do.
now having to buy the ingredients to make it, or I know some people that sell soaps, it's going to be costing more. And now when you have to sell it and ship it, it's going to cost more because it's also less people. And then since it's less people and the products cost more, it's less people to sell to that they're going to be like, damn, that damn bar of soap or that candle is expensive as hell. And now they don't even buy it. And then you missed out on all the other potential customers. You see how
That's
it's
why I
getting
cut the
harder?
market and become the low guy. That's why
Right.
my stuff always sell.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is imagine if you had if we had 40 million more people. You see you think how many more sales you would get at that point. All right.
Yeah.
So if you look at this chart right here, right? So now this the greatest generation. I'm surprised there's a 0.1 still left, but they were born around the 1920s and up, right? So the roaring 20s. So I guess there's somebody great grandma still alive, 100 something years old. Okay. But we get to the silent generation. So this is our grandmas right here. Okay. This is our grandpas and grandmas right here. The silent generation. So it's about 5% of them left. 4.4% of them left. Okay. So the silent generation, those are the ones that had to go through the Great Depression, all that good stuff. And they the ones that spoiled the hell out of baby boomers because the baby boomers are spoiled as hell. That's why the people be like, oh, okay, boomer. That's why they do. Baby boomers are spoiled, because the silent generation is like, I don't want them to have to go through what we went through. You get what I'm saying? So they spoiled their little baby boomers. And the baby boomers are our parents. That's our parents right here. So it's they make up about 20% of the population. They're the ones that got all the money. 20% of the population has almost all of our money. This is what's going on right now. Right? And financially, nobody's really talking about this. But that's why they're the ones that are leading all the votes. So all of our votes are going towards things for older age groups. It's not really focused on the younger age groups because they're the bigger voting bloc that actively votes and also has the money to influence the politicians to do what they want. All right. Next is Danya, I believe that's your generation, Gen X. All right. So Gen X right here is a little bit smaller than the boomers because remember the boomers were a huge. That's why they call it the baby boom. They had a huge number. It's just that some are starting to die off, but it's still a large amount of them, right? Now we get the Gen X. It was about 19.2, still smaller than their parents' generation. So this is when we started to see the baby boomers did start to have less kids, in a sense. But we have to also understand that they also had millennials. because baby boomers were such a big generation that they gave birth to Gen X
Shoot.
and they gave birth to millennials, right? So
Mhm.
if we combine both of them, we could say they doubled. They did their job. The baby boomers had their kids. So we have 40% of from the Gen X and millennials. It's
Mhm.
40% of us,
Mhm.
right? So right now, the highest demographic in America is the millennials. We have the most people. And the
Mhm.
millennials are why we are the ones getting marketed to. If you ever wonder why in the hell are they recreating all the shows from our childhood, it's because we are the ones that have the second most money in America, and we're the biggest population. So they're starting to cater to millennials. They're recreating the
Mhm.
Martin show. Martin, they bringing that back.
What?
Yeah, they
mean,
bringing Martin
that was
back.
my show.
Yeah, but there's a reason why they're starting to
Who we
remake
gonna be
everything.
married to?
I don't know. I guess Gina gonna come back. I'm pretty sure Gina need the
Oh,
money.
that. Oh,
You think that'd be weird?
yeah. Because the
It,
show ended because of her. So it was like that would be I know they call themselves
I
patching
think
up, but
they,
that would just be
yeah, I think
weird.
they passed it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're making a cartoon version of Family Matters. That's not for the new generation. That's for millennials, right?
They been
TGIL.
nuts, too.
They brought and remember Good Times. We tried to watch it. I think we stopped
You
at
see
like the
how they
fifth
did
episode.
good times.
Right.
Good times
They
wasn't good
bringing that back.
times.
Yeah, they're recreating everything. Also the ones that are doing the best, the artists that are doing the best, and we'll bring up a chart on it. We talked about it briefly, but they're all like Coldplay. Those are millennial artists, like Drake. I know people be hating, but Drake, Kendrick,
I
all
like
these guys.
Millennium artists. I think that they had a lot to prove. So I do think that we had the best music. So I can
Right.
agree on that one.
That's what I'm saying. All those artists, even Slick Rick came out with a music video just now, and people were like,
Go on,
"Whoa,
Slick,
this
sit
is
your
dope."
whole ass down somewhere. Slick,
Nah, Queen, you
you
will
gonna
like
have
it.
to let us see
You
it. Cause Slick old
Queen,
ass.
Queen, you will like Slick. Hey, you will like it. That Slick Rick video is dope. I'm telling you, go watch that Slick Rick. I was like, "Bro, Slick Rick," because Slick Rick a baby boomer. And look at the clips. Clips album is the best rap album of the year, and them guys are like, they Gen X, right? So
Oh, the Eclipse. I ain't heard them in a minute.
yeah, they dropped the album. It's all everybody's talking about is that Clips album. These are older cats. So what we're saying is the generation that has the influence, it used to be the young crowd. It used to be the
Mm-hmm.
young crowd, but they're not. Look how small. I'm gonna get to it. Let's get to how small they are. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
next is Gen Z. Right. So Gen X gave birth to Gen Z kids. All
Mm-hmm.
right. And maybe a couple of some millennials, but mostly Gen X gave birth to the Gen Z kids right now. Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Gen X did their job in having kids, right? Because actually their population is bigger than the Gen X population.
Mm-hmm.
But look what happened when millennials' turn came.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this drop off. It's only 13% Gen Alpha. Only 13%. Look at this. It's almost 20% for everybody. It drops down to 13% for Gen Alpha.
Cause our
I mean,
kids don't want to have kids. They over that.
yeah, millennials gave birth to Gen Alpha, and millennials are not having kids. We ain't doing it. Millennials said, F that. Now, if you wonder if you're a millennial, if you were born between 81 and 96, they consider you a millennial. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So from there, millennials aren't having any kids. This is ridiculous. 13% of the population.
Mm-hmm.
That's a crazy fall off. And to give you in terms of numbers, let me show
I
you how
wonder
bad this
how
is.
in depth during that time period. What was the increase in abortions during that time period?
Oh, that's a good one. We might, yeah. Hey, chat, remind me to look that up in a second. All right, let's see how much has abortions went up, and is it coinciding with this? All right, let's
Mm-hmm.
see if abortions have went up over time. All right, so here's it by numbers. Here's the population. All right, so it makes sense that the silent generation, the greatest generation, ain't really, it's nobody there, right? Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we get to the silent generation, which we was talking about. You see it's a decline. But we get up to the baby boomers, 71 million, about 72 million baby boomers in the country right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, makes sense. We got 65 million Gen X. Now,
Just like the little
baby
wavy.
boomers gave birth to Gen X and millennials. They gave birth to two generations. They were huge. There was a lot of boomers. It was a
There
lot
was
of
a
boomers.
lot of getting it in.
Yeah, that's
You
what
gotta
all that
think they
soul
was
music.
coming
Now,
from the
yeah, what
war and
music?
stuff.
They came back from war, and what music
Yeah.
came out? That soul, baby, make Marvin Gaye, all that baby making music started Eddie Pendergrass.
Al Green, the
Yeah,
Shy Lights, yeah, Earth,
bruh,
Wind and Fire.
yeah,
Marvin
all
C.
that.
standing up in it.
Yep, that's all they was getting it in. Boy, they were after the disco. They was going home and
They
getting
was
it
on
in,
it.
right? They gave birth to two generations, right? So the boomers had 71 million, and then they gave birth to 65 million Gen X and 72 million millennials, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, millennials had the most people, like the chart just said. I just wanted to give you the numbers, right? 72 million. Now, look, Gen X gave birth to Gen Z. They did their job, actually. They have just about 2 million more of them. It's 67 million. 67 million Gen Z. Guess how many Gen Alpha there is?
Oh, that's how I
20.
look at it. That's how I look like it just got cut off. Like, like,
It's 20.
I wish
Look,
I would make a baby. I wish
do
I
you
would.
do you know how many potential customers you have lost? Let's put it like this, right? Let's put it like this. Let's put it like this. Back in the day, right? If we all used to see it in all the TV shows, your parents that had money, they would sell their house and they would move down to Florida and they would live their good life, right? All right, so let's say you bought a house. I mean, we can't even do that now because population decline is playing a big part of that. You can't buy a house. But okay,
Yeah.
but they was able to buy a house for dirt cheap, and then they was able to sell it for like $1 million. By the time they retired, they were good. They said they was going and buying Cadillacs down there in Florida, wearing their little Hawaiian shirts with
The taxes is
with their
different.
taco meat out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was
Not
they
the
great.
Rico
They
Suave
had
look.
they had that great taco meat. Sometimes we seen it. Grandpa would trade grandma in for a young woman. He thought he was doing it
Oh,
good.
oh, now they're getting rid of grandma.
They were getting rid of grandma. You saw it, but grandma would get the pension. Grandma was good. Grandma would take the pension. She tell you she had to pay him alimony. Remember that? So during all that was going on, they were like, "Dang, they balling down there, man. They go getting them a yacht. They living their second. They living their second life. Got a red Corvette. So
You and these things, man, living in a red Corvette.
they had the red Corvette, man. He had the drop
Ooh,
top,
not
boy.
the
He thought he
prince.
was doing it, boy. Yeah, but
And got rid of grandma, got him a
guess
red
what?
Corvette with the sun in his head.
You know why that worked though, right? Because you had a large population. If we looked at that chart, right? That chart said that there was boomers, there was 71 million of them, but they had 130 million children to sell to, right? So when I'm coming up or Gen X is coming up and they're like, hey, I want to buy a house and I want to start a family. They could buy that house from the old couple. And the old couple was able to leave and to go live their best life. Now, when millennials want to do that, you went from you having 72 million to only 27 million children. We didn't even get halfway to the mark.
For real, because halfway of 70 is
Right.
35. We didn't even
So
make that.
we
So
didn't even get there. So yeah. So you want to sell now. There's no kid. They're not even kids at that point. There are no adults to sell to. So now you're stuck in that house. And I don't care if your house is worth $1 million. There's nobody to buy it.
right.
Do you understand what I mean
Right.
by? You
Yeah.
understand what I mean by this is
Yeah.
designed to keep you poor?
Yeah. It was
Now
already set up for that. I believe
it's
it was
even
already
worse.
a design to level off and put us in stages of the rich be rich and there's no middle class anymore. So it's either you have or you don't have.
Yep, that's where we're going.
And
So
the
guess
best
what?
way to do that is to limit the population.
Guess what they're gonna do though? Guess how they're gonna replace it? They're gonna replace you with automation. Do you
Ooh,
see
robot.
AI? You see AI and
Robot.
robots coming in now.
Mhm.
This has always been a plan. Let's make y'all go ahead and kill yourselves off. Okay, those that are alive, y'all aren't gonna have no kids because you're gonna say it's too rough, it's too expensive, this world's too bad to have
Mhm.
kids
The
to be brought in.
responsibilities is more. Yeah.
Yeah, because look, at our parents at 18 years old, they could get an apartment, they could start their life, get a house, they could get pregnant at 19 and 20, and both of them could take care of their kid, the house, could have a car, have their insurance, go on vacation. They could do
There
all
was
that.
there was businesses, a lot of business and stuff that we had back then that we just don't have. We've
We
outsourced them.
can't.
So with outsourcing, it like limits all of that. Like
But
limits it all.
but the main thing is you have less people to sell to at the end of the day.
This is true.
Right. So you gotta
But
think.
bring back some of these jobs so these men could get to work and they get to stroking. They don't
But
want to
even
stroke if
then,
they can't pay for it.
remember though, they're gonna have that wage inflation. So they're gonna have to pay people more to work those jobs, and in turn, they're gonna charge you more for the goods. So it's like
Mhm.
you're really hurting yourself at the end of the day, and that's where we're going right now. It's we're
Mhm.
hurting ourselves because we really can't. There's nothing we could do to make up for the loss of lives that mainly abortion. That's the number one. Abortion
Mhm.
has brought us. It is so catastrophic that I'm gonna look at this chart. I want you to see this chart. It is wild, and you know it's by design because it has happened in every single country, and they were trying in Africa. Don't forget, Bill Gates was in Africa heavy with the Bill and Melinda Foundation. It just didn't work. I mean, no, I'll say this. Let me show you the chart.
Uh-oh.
It actually did work. It actually did work, but it didn't work as good as they wanted. Okay, so look at
Mhm.
this chart. This is from the
These
1960s to
colors.
2025. Everybody's going down, even Africa. Everybody's going down.
Mhm.
And now they say no, when they say sub-Saharan Africa, they separate the Arab parts of Africa from the black. That's whenever they say sub-Saharan Africa, they mean the black folks in Africa. That's basically
Mhm.
what that means. All right. So East Asia and Pacific is their birth rate has went down to 1.3. So they're not meeting replacement
Mhm.
rate. Latin American countries, they're 1.8, not meeting replacement rate. Europe, not meeting replacement rate is 1.6. South Asia is that's like Philippines area, they're right at replacement rate, which is 2. North America is down to 1.6, which I told you. And Afghanistan though, Pakistan and those areas, they're at 3. So they still doing decent. Sub-Saharan
Well.
Africa though is leading the pack, and you see they're still theirs went from a decline. They were at 6, they dropped down to 4.3.
Mhm.
That is way above replacement rate. That's more than 2 times the replacement rate,
They
which is
still
why they're
making
still growing.
babies over there in Africa.
They still making babies. That's why it is
Well,
predicted
you
by
know, a lot of them
2050.
is away from the European because you know Africa got European parts too. So I think a lot of that from the villagers, I think they are away from a lot of that stuff. So they still doing what they've been taught to do in their culture of doing things.
Yeah, yeah, they have been able to get away from the propaganda that has been
Mhm.
making people not have children, and
Mhm.
so they are at double the rate, and that's why
Mhm.
by 2050 it is projected that 1 out of every 3 people on Earth will be 1 out of every 4. I mean, will be African.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
yeah. The birth rates
I don't
versus
like.
death rate.
I
Yeah,
don't
okay,
think the
I'm gonna
clear
check it
people
out.
gonna like that notion.
Ooh,
The clear people.
oh. I think they actually they know what's going on. I'm curious what they will try to do about that. Um, but
All of a sudden, it'd be another world disaster. That's how
oh
they
that
get rid of people. A world disaster.
that
Be
would
a
be
flood,
crazy.
a fire, earthquake that open up from we don't know where, a tsunami come through there and wipe out a whole community. It's all
It
of a
could
sudden
be that's
Earth
what
things
was
get
that what
angry.
COVID was about. Let's try COVID. Let's see.
Oh yeah, they tried with that too. Over the whole world.
All
They
right,
was
so
trying to
these are the
delete.
if you look at the countries, these are the people that have the highest number of children this year. So it's Central African Republic, then
Shit.
Niger, Somalia. I'm just gonna say African country. All these African countries, I'm trying to see.
We over here at the bottom. We over here at the bottom. We
Nah, we ain't
second
even
from the
that.
end.
No, that's Liberia. Liberia got
Oh,
that
I
flag.
can't see where the United States at.
They not on the list. They not on
Damn.
there. No, Liberia got that flag like that because that's where a lot of North Americans were sent back. I call them North Americans. A lot of Black Americans were sent back there after slavery was let out. That's why they got their flag looking like that. Yeah,
Okay.
that's why it's called Liberia, like liberty.
Man, these
Yeah.
words like this big, Tony. So I'm over here squinting trying to see it. They
Yeah,
like
they
this
small.
big.
They small.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they small.
All I
But yeah,
seen
that's
was the
why they
flag that
flag
looked
like
like
that.
our flag. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, we at the bottom
Yeah.
over here.
Nah,
We ain't even
make
on
the
the
list.
list.
We ain't even make the list.
People, we got to start making babies here. Get in them sheets and get
It's
to
too
making
late.
babies.
It's
Hey,
too late.
Boogaloo.
What up, Boog?
man? Knock that. What's up?
Nah, you
It
good.
ain't
You
never
good.
too late, Tony, to knock boots. It ain't never
Yeah.
too late.
Hey, I don't know. We gonna not remember. We got the gender war. I told you this is all
Oh,
planned.
that's true too.
Yes.
Everybody is want to be something different.
Yeah, we got the gender war going on right now.
We
So
just set up a failure right now.
yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
we
It's
doomed.
making it difficult. Making it difficult.
But
So I got a video. We're gonna they were talking about it. So let's go ahead and check that out because it's very interesting. What they got going on. All right. You see the screen.
Uses AI to help you write, not just
You see it?
revise. Type a prompt and
No,
generate
nothing's up there. I hear it.
draft
We
and
hear it, but I don't see it.
customize to
Oh,
your
hold on,
unique writing style. Grammarly.com.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can see it now.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the deal. The world is splitting into two. You have on one side countries bursting with young people like India, Nigeria, the Philippines. And on the other side, you have got nations which are literally dying off, like Japan.
Chrissy got a point. Hey, our parents did make the oldest kid the de facto parent. That is so true. So they were like, man, I ain't having no kids when I get older. Where's the baby boom?
Oh, that's a good point because I was like that. I raised my sisters and my brothers. I was just like, yeah.
what you talking about?
Kids was not at the top of the list.
Yeah, it was like, nah, I don't want. After I deal with they bad ass, I don't want none. All right.
South Korea, Italy, and we're just sitting and watching as if this isn't a big deal. But let me tell you something. It's going to be the Zoomers or Gen Z who are going to have to pick up the mess. So let's break down what's really happening.
Thank you, Chrissy.
India adds 1 million people every 20 days. Nigeria's population is going to double by 2050.
Wait a minute, they adding 20 people every 20 days.
More nappies than baby nappies.
You say what?
Did she say they adding 20 people every 20 days?
Oh, 1 million.
By 2050. Meanwhile, Japan sells more adult nappies.
Let me go back some.
They getting it in over there under them shirts.
People every 20 days. Nigeria.
And it's India. India is doing it. Yeah.
This population is going to double by 2050. Meanwhile, Japan sells more adult nappies than baby nappies. That's not a joke. South Korea's birth rate just hit 0.72. That's not sustainable. Italy is offering free cash to move into empty towns and have
hide your man, y'all. Hide your man.
Bro, there's one country. I'm gonna see if I can find a commercial while this plays. There's one country that they had commercials that were begging the people to go on vacation and have sex.
Hide your men, ladies. Hide your men. They out here looking for.
The government made a commercial begging their people to have sex. This is why all these countries, if you want to know, this is why Europe is influxing all of these people into their country. This is why America is bringing all these people into their country, because if you do not have these people, your economy will fail immediately, and everybody will be looking like the Great Depression. So it is a reason why they're bringing these people in here.
Yeah.
Kicker, the countries with the most young people, well, they're going to be the ones leading labor, culture, innovation. It's all shifting, and the West is just aging out of relevance, but nobody seems to care. But
Yeah. So you remember when I was talking about with pop culture, there's a reason why they're doing everything towards the millennials. We have the biggest, remember, it used to always be the younger group. That's why they used to always be the key demographic is 25 and under, because that key demographic was usually a larger generation. That meant more money, more potential money. So let's target them. But since now there's such a fall off, there's no kids. They're like, we gotta cater to millennials because they're the ones that have the money. That's why the new artists ain't popping like that. Like you probably never heard of an artist
They
like Pink
trash
Panther.
anyhow.
Yeah,
Sorry,
they how
but
their
not
ass
That-
on
sorry.
that.
but that's
Basuto.
the point. That's the point, though. You're supposed to think they're trash. I bet you. Who's the artist that you like? The rapper that you liked when you was younger?
Oh, my Snoop the Dude.
Snoop
That's
Dogg.
my
Oh,
dude.
yeah, Snoop Dogg. Okay, Snoop Dogg. Well, guess what? Our grandparents thought Snoop Dogg was trash because
I don't know. My
they're
daddy
not
was
Marvin
bumping
Gaye.
Snoop in the car. My daddy was bumping Snoop.
But we're talking about the generation as a whole. They was listening to
Too
Marvin Gaye,
short.
They was listening to Michael Jackson. No, we're talking about the generation before.
Oh, you talking
Right?
about them where they
Yeah,
wasn't no rap.
they wasn't on rap. Yeah, I'm talking about before. So I'm talking about them. They would be like, oh, damn, that music's trash. But that's how you're supposed to think that. They're supposed to be, you were pushing Snoop Dogg and his culture to be popular in culture, which he did become, right? Because the young people are ones that are supposed to push the culture. Right now, it's not enough young people to be like, shut your old butt up. This is better, right? We're like, your shit's trash. And then it's not enough for them to combat what we're saying. So we keep on having people like Coldplay from a generation that I think they're millennials or they might be Gen X. I can't remember exactly, but they're older. That's why they're still leading in album sales. If I show you the top concert sellers right now, right, they're all older. Matter of fact, let me before
I would
forget.
agree with that because I mean when you have older people with older fans, they stay loyal throughout the lifetime.
Right.
There's no
But it's
loyalty
not enough,
amongst these young rappers.
young people to compete with that. Remember, like how I was buying Eminem. I wouldn't buy Eminem now that I'm older, but
I would.
uh,
Slim
I mean,
Shady.
I tried to listen. I tried to listen to him recently, and I was just like, damn, I can't believe I used to listen to this.
Well, guilty. Guilty.
Yeah.
Max just played it the other day for us, right? And when I was young, I was like, yeah, Eminem's the stuff. He ain't demonic. He ain't this. And I heard it the other day. I'm like, oh, well, it didn't
Yeah.
seem so
Yeah,
aggressive.
it didn't seem so bad when I was younger. I used to love that
I
song
ain't
still.
gonna lie.
He used to be like, who tell you? I used to be like, yeah, I like this song. Then I started listening to it. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
It sounded real extra now.
Hey, that last Eminem album hard as hell. The Death of
I
Slim
like it.
Shady. Yeah, that Death of Slim Shady.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
album
We heard it. Yeah.
They Hypnotic on there. Houdini. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah, them
feel,
shit.
Tony, it ain't enough kids to even push that kind of stuff. But all that stuff is, these young kids are so caught up with the influence off this internet. It's ridiculous. Everything comes through them through the internet.
All right. So let me show you that you will be so surprised. I was so surprised. The top selling artists right now. And this is supposed to be dominated by young people, by the way. It's supposed to be. That's how it always been. This is the first change. Remember, it was almost taboo to be old when rapping, and you were considered old in like in your 30s back in the day rapping. Remember that?
Yeah.
And that's why when 2 Chainz came out, we was like, dang, 2 Chainz came out in his 40s.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I mean, the Clips are like in their 50s. They could come out rapping. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z could drop an album right now if he wanted to, right? So I just told you Slick Rick in his 60s just dropped a dope album. All right, so look at this.
Oh, Slick Rick.
Can y'all see this chart? All right, so we have number 1, Taylor Swift. Then we have Coldplay, Elton John, Ed Sheeran, U2, Bruce Springsteen, Harry Styles, Pink, Guns N' Roses. What in the world, bro?
I am surprised Beyonce didn't make the list.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure they have more on chart, but you gotta remember, Beyonce doesn't sell more than a lot of these white artists, though. You gotta remember that too, though.
Well, you know, people in they rock bands, and I
Yeah,
don't know none of that.
I'm gonna see.
None
Let
of
me see
them
if I can
names
find.
I know, because I ain't listened to none of that. And the little bottle rocket chick at the beginning, Taylor Swift, I just ain't into that either. Kudos though.
Yeah, I'm not into Taylor
What
Swift.
is the African American list? Like, where is it?
I could do it. I could probably do. I bet you the African American list, it'll still be older people.
Probably so. But they serious about that music though. I do know fans that have been fans with those bands that you just mentioned, been friends since they were in high school or younger.
Yep.
They stay loyal. We the ones switch up. And then we don't
Let's
buy
see.
CDs no more. We only pay for concerts that we really want to see the person.
Yep. That's
Like
true.
we don't go to concerts no more. We don't buy CDs no more. Everything is downloadable now. So it's like you lose profit in that too. Like
Yeah,
if I
but you
can
gotta
listen
think
to your
the
music for
younger
free, why I don't pay for it?
the younger people that are doing their thing. So here goes a list. It was Beyonce Cowboy tours up here. Morgan Wallen, I don't know what the age they are. I never heard of them. Coldplay again.
Play on there again.
Lady Gaga. And then we have Billie Eilish is the only young person I see here. And Olivia Rodrigo, 2 young people on this list. Right? So this is unheard of, but it makes sense because it's such a smaller population. You understand what I'm saying? Of young people that they really can't sell like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's trash. Let's call it for what it is.
Bruh,
It's
it's not
trash.
all that music ain't trash. Like look, Billie Eilish makes some song. I ain't into that depressing songs that she
I
made, but
think a lot. I
she's not
think though
talentless.
So Tony, which era of music do you feel like was the best?
80s, hands down. Yep. I love the 80s music the best, hands down.
80s was cool.
You
I
got
think 90s was
Whitney
best.
Houston, Michael Jackson. No, 80s all the way, bro. You got Rick James, huh?
90s
Come
killed the
on
game.
now.
90s killed the game. 90s killed the game.
80s,
There's no generation like 90 to the early 2000s.
80s,
Like
bro. Nah, the
they
80s,
was
man. The
making
80s is
babies in
killing.
the 80s. It was Luther Vandross, and it was
That's it.
standing up in it, and it was Bet You by Golly
You
Why.
had
I get the
you
love
had
on it.
you had Bobby Brown too. Don't forget My Prerogative. No, wait, not for My Prerogative. That was in the 90s. Wasn't that the 90s?
Did you really just know Bobby Brown?
No, come on, don't do that. Because
Bobby,
Bobby
I
Brown,
like
when
Bobby,
they
but
was
Bobby
kids,
wasn't a
when
great
they was kids.
example of an artist, sir.
When they was kids in the 80s.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord,
Cool
you
it
did not say Bobby.
down. Come on now, Cool It
I
Down was
was
cool.
gonna say Rick
Well, y'all don't
James
act like
wasn't no
Cool It
great
Down.
example neither.
Rick,
Wait, hold on. Rick James don't got hits. Rick James don't got hits
but he wasn't no
on top of
great
hits on top
example.
of
He
hits.
got plenty of hits now.
So how is
Rick
he not a
James
good
was
example?
he had female tied up in the basement while he
I
sang
mean,
them songs.
and even
We ain't talking
what's his
about
name,
when he
Mary James.
was music. You
Yeah,
said who was that?
Rick James was on that. Yeah, we
Now, we had Computer Love. Computer Love.
computer love. Yeah, that's my damn computer. Dr. Roger.
We had Return of the Mac. Bro, y'all better stop. The 80s was
Return
killing, bro.
of the Mac. Okay, that year was good too. But that was the
Okay.
year of people expressing love and admiration for each other
Whitney said,
and
I want to
making
dance with
babies.
somebody.
Yeah,
I
but
want to dance with
90s came with
somebody.
that
Come on now.
shaking something. Shit, 90s had it
Uh,
going on.
Michael Jackson, who's bad? What?
Well, Michael went
Thriller?
through the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s.
His best songs in the 80s. Stop it. Michael's best songs
I don't
is in the
know. Thriller
80s.
didn't come out in the 80s. It came out
Yeah,
in
it
the
did.
90s. Did
No,
it?
it came out in the
At
80s.
the end of the 80s?
80s.
Oh, shit.
Don't be trying to
What
put
about
this up
Reliving
on.
the Times? I know it hit 90. Remember the times hit 90s.
That was
But
90s, but
Smooth
they had that
Criminal was
song.
90s.
Smooth Criminals 80s. Okay, wait.
Oh,
Yeah. No,
Okay,
you're
what
right. It was 90s. No, but Dirty Diana was 80s though. Dirty Diana was 80s.
Okay, shit.
Mike had a
You
lot.
gotta think Michael Jackson was over a whole bunch of decades now.
Yeah.
He was over decades.
You had Tina Marie. You had Fire and Ice.
Oh, that's my girl.
Come on
Tina
now.
was good. Tina
Come
was my
on.
girl.
Y'all don't want to mention him. Y'all ain't gonna hate. Now, we know R. Kelly wrong. R. Kelly was jamming in the 90s. Hold on, what y'all
R.
talking
Kelly,
about?
R. Kelly, that's why it was babies made, Boogaloo. That's why it was babies
I know
made.
y'all don't want to name it, but hey, old
R. Kelly was
in the
one of them.
We ain't trying to bring R. Kelly into this
Not just
conversation,
R. Kelly, what's his
because
name?
you over here
The
trying to talk
whiner.
about Rick James, but you over
Keith
here.
Sweat.
See, y'all had Diddy and y'all had R. Kelly
I
in the
hate
90s.
Diddy.
You had R. Kelly too. Don't play. R. Kelly went over decades.
In the 80s?
R. Kelly been
No,
bumping and grinding since the
he
late
came
80s,
out in the
90s.
90s. No, he
Yeah,
came out in the
trust
90s.
me. R. Kelly was still wooing tenders when you was coming around. Your mama
No,
made you
nope,
off of R.
in the
Kelly
90s.
song. Quit
Nope.
playing.
I don't know.
Your daddy was up in there talking about seems like you ready, yup. In the 90s.
No. My parents, they had to be doing that in the 80s. And there wasn't no R. Kelly in the 80s. They had the new edition. That's what they were listening to. They was bumping the new edition song, bro.
I'm trying to
Seems
tell
like
you,
you
80s had good
ready.
music. Okay, Tony, what I would say is 80s had the less graphic, well, it was graphic, but the way they formed it was a more palatable. I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
It started leaking the palate once it started going on. By the end of the 90s, we was bitching and slapping. So,
Yeah. That's true.
It came out in the 80s. I don't remember NWA in the 80s. Yeah, I think they
NWA
was about the 80s.
NWA
they came out in the 80s.
They was 80s. But Uncle Luke was, he was in the 80s too.
Look at those guys in the day, the Duke song.
Yeah, all that is the late 80s though. All that's like the late 80s.
Yeah.
But they really more in the 90s though. But they came out in the 80s, but they really more in the 90s. Yeah, so
okay, so we'll get them two decades.
Yeah,
everything after that started getting crazy. The South came in in the 90s? When the South came in and shut it down, they came in.
Anita Baker, 80s. Come on now.
You a lover, Tony. I see where your mind at. You in there trying to go on a midnight train to Georgia. Like,
Patrice Rushen.
I'm gonna ask you to get off and get on the bus.
Come on now, forget me nots. We had some stuff in the 80s now.
Tony, I can see Tony at home. He be playing all the oldies but goodies. He be reminiscing.
Between the Seats, Isley Brothers.
Oh, I like Between the Sheets. Yeah. Okay.
Man, the Isley Brothers have been around forever.
Come on now. We had
Earth, Wind and Fire, the Shy Lights. We had, I could go on.
No, wait. That's going back to the 60s you just said.
No, Earth, Wind and Fire was in the 80s too. Early.
Oh, no, they said Shy Lights.
Well, the Shy Lights they probably was born before I was born, you know.
Yeah, I don't know how I forgot Shaka Khan. Come on now.
Shaka Khan.
Come on now.
Aretha Franklin.
Come on.
Patti LaBelle. Sade, Patti LaBelle.
I listen to Sade every day. That's
y'all gotta give my girl. Y'all gotta give my girl Aaliyah some love up here too.
Aaliyah is Aaliyah.
She like
90,
bro. Y'all give my girl some love up here. Aaliyah with that jump though.
Aaliyah was talking about bitch.
We even had Hall & Oates. Come on now.
I forgot all about Hall & Oates.
Come on now. I can't go for that. No.
But you know what? At the early 80s, it was a blues thing that went out with B.B. King and the rest of the blues, because blues was really, really popular too during that time.
Yep. So
not even in the 70s and the 80s, the early 80s, late 70s. Because them, all they did was listen to blues.
Yeah. I mean, the 90s had some good songs. That's why they call it, like, you gotta talk about the era. Like for rap, 90s is crushing the
yeah.
80s don't got
LL Cool J and all them start popping out of the woodwork.
I do like LL. He was in the 80s. He was
90s had the best
so the
era of rap
90s,
music now.
Nobody
Wu-Tang
can
Yeah.
and
rap quite
Nas
like
and
I
Mac
can. I take a
Dre
muscle man and put his face in the sand.
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah. They
Mama
had
said knock you
the
out.
90s had the best, but singing soul, singing type songs, I gotta go with the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Boogaloo.
so
Yeah.
What year? 80 or 90? Because, 2000
I
started to
like
be a
both
nostalgia.
of them. You know, I
what
like the well, I'm gonna be honest, I like the older artists. The artists that came out before I was born.
we talking about the mic in the 80s, the kind of black mic.
I like the word that y'all ain't gonna do Mike like that. Then leave Mike alone, man. Don't y'all do Mike like that.
They had a song with the rock band called Aerosmith.
Don't do Mike
I don't
like
think
that.
I think Mike was really
Yeah, they
just
had the best
timeless.
rock
But
in
it
the
don't
80s. They
matter
had the
what
best rock in
generation
the
he was
80s
in.
too.
Mike
Yeah,
still who?
Mike
Talk
still
about
got
Michael
the
Jackson?
kids.
He
He
still
still
Yeah.
got the
fuck.
kids. The kids still rock with Mike right now.
Yeah, I
My
rock with
kids
Mike
still
right
listen to
now.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
Yeah.
my
he
favorite
just
song
something
is
about Mike.
Speedy King.
Yeah, something
It's
about
Dirty
Mike. He
Diana.
got it though. Oh, thank you, Charlie. Prince, come on now.
Oh, we
Oh,
can't miss Purple Rain. We
Oh,
can't miss
how we
Purple
miss
Rain.
Prince?
How
I
we
don't
miss
even
him?
know. Come on now. So 80s, I'm telling you, bro. You start thinking about it. You start naming them names,
Everybody was
bro.
drugged up and in love, snorting and loving. That's what setting their asses
hey,
on fire
what
just to
about
love on the motherfucker.
what
Yeah,
about
after the
Oh,
80s was the work after the Powerpuff years in the 70s. You still
what
had some lingering on in the
what
80s, and
is
it
come
was
on.
getting
one of my
Come
hot.
on, Bud. Come
favorite
on, Bud. Go
one of
ahead and
my
sing it,
favorite
Bud.
movies came out in the 80s. The Last
Purple
Dragon.
Rain. Oh, yeah. Bruce Leroy.
Show enough,
Tony, one of my
show
favorite
enough.
movies, The Last Dragon, came out in the 80s. Yeah,
He got
show
the
Oh, you
enough.
glow.
going
Who's
off
the
Got
topic?
the
You
mouse?
glow,
got
boy. He got the glow. Oh,
we
Bruce
talking about
Yeah, the
movies.
Leroy.
glow.
Boogaloo
Bruce
said his movie
Leroy.
then came out.
Yeah.
All right, Tony.
We ain't talking about
The
movies. We talking
80s,
about movies.
man. The 80s.
And
You
we
got
ain't
it,
gonna have
man.
no kids to even know none of this because we are
Nope.
decreasing in population.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now when they're making this new stuff, everybody's saying it. Like, okay, I was looking at YouTube, and there was this review came out for a Donkey Kong video game, right? Donkey Kong. Now everybody
Yeah.
knows what Donkey Kong is. I
Yeah.
go click on it. I'm like, all right, what they gonna say about this game? It's a 40-year-old dude on there like, it sucks. The mechanics suck. The thing suck. Like, bro, this game is made for 8-year-olds, and you're talking about how it sucks. An 8-year-old won't think that thing sucks, right? But you telling everybody that the game sucks. And then Space Jam 2, it was the same thing. Space Jam 2 comes out. Then my kids were younger, so they love Space Jam 2. Everybody, all these people my age was over here. Space Jam 2 sucks. It's not like the first one. I'm like, bro, it's made for you. It's made for the kids. Why are you over there trying to mess up the kids' experience? My kids like, I like that movie. I don't know what they mean. That's all they know. They don't know Space Jam 1. They didn't see that. They had Space Jam 2. For them, they
Yeah.
liked it. But this type of thing that we're doing though, but back in the day, when the older crowd was like, oh, turn that hippity hop off, that is loud, it's not even music, turn it off. Imagine if it wasn't enough of us at the time, which is what's happening. Rap might not have survived because you remember it took rap a little while to make it.
Yeah.
So if we didn't have enough youth pushing it, rap would have went away and we would have went back to soul music. You get what I'm saying? Oh, look like we lost Queen. Okay, she back. Okay.
I'm gonna ask StreamYard to get up off these biases, Like I only talked about the music that I thought was good. I didn't think it was offensive.
Yeah.
Hey
But
man.
that's the thing though. I was saying that imagine when hip hop came out, we had the generation because look, if I put these numbers back up of our population, but I think
Mm-hmm.
you missed this part. So I'm gonna put
Okay.
this back up. If I put up the numbers of our population right now, it's ridiculous. All right, so let me put this on the screen. All right, so you see that
Yeah.
now Gen Z. So the boomers is 71 million of them, right? Gen
Yeah.
X is 65 million.
Mm-hmm.
Millennials 72 million. Gen Z 67 million. Guess how many Gen Alpha there is?
I'm in it.
27 million.
God damn. That's a big ass drop. What the hell?
Ain't nobody getting no trim.
Hey
Trim
man,
is going
listen,
down the
man.
tube.
Oh man. So imagine if that was what we were like when hip hop came out, and the old people was like, turn that hippity hop off. That hippity hop is crap. It sucks. We don't want to hear it. It'll go away because all the LL Cool J's, all the Run DMCs, they wouldn't have been selling no millions of records that were outpacing everybody else. It wouldn't have became a popular genre of music because there wasn't enough kids to prop it up to make it a big deal. That's what's going on right now. That's why it's like all the new stuff, even for the athletes, right? It was a bunch of us that was like, LeBron James, oh, he's coming. He's going to be better than Jordan. It was a lot of kids that around that time that was believing the hype. Now, if you go back to when Jordan was popping and he was selling his sneakers, look how many people was watching the NBA game. It was way more men in the country. That means there's way more eyeballs. You got way less men that are going to be coming up in this age group when you was watching Michael Jordan. I remember I was like 5, 6, 7 watching Michael, right? But those 5, 6, 7-year-olds don't exist right now to watch Jason Tatum, right?
Yeah.
Because they're going to grow up and they're not there. The views aren't there because they got aborted. Let's keep it 100. Most of them got aborted. It's not that they're not having sex, Queen. Most of the kids done got aborted.
That's what we was talking about. How high did the increase for abortions? Pick up.
Yeah, let me see.
That would explain a lot. Like, because y'all know the government, like y'all say, came in and implicated those things.
Yeah, they did. They definitely was like, yeah, abortion.
Oh, that's why they banned abortion. That's why they done banned it.
That's why. Yes. Now you're starting to understand. Both. Don't let them get you twisted up thinking that it was the Democrats that was against this. No, they weren't. The Democrats were not really against this overturning of Roe v. Wade. They weren't. Okay. It's all the reason why they're doing this is because they need to save the population if they want to keep what they got at the end of the day, or bring in AI. So these are two things. Happy
Where you see what's going on in China?
AI.
You want to hear the other day they got the AI thing, they can carry a baby now in China. I showed them that. They can carry a whole little baby. They already made one AI little baby, like put an egg in a damn AI thing.
Max City talking about drugged up, and
Danya, guess what?
Good state of mind. He's stupid.
Danya, guess what? So, around the time that Gen X and millennials were born, and Gen Z was born, guess what happened? Abortions were on a decline. Can you believe that? Yeah.
Somebody getting their numbers mixed up.
No, they're not. Listen, they were on the decline between those times. So that's why we were able to have Gen X, millennial, and Gen Z. Look at their numbers. Gen X is at it's at 65 million, millennials at 72 million, Gen Z at 66 million. But guess what? They said that there has been an uptick from then to 2020. This is their latest then to present. It's been an uptick in recent years after the decline. It's been an uptick in abortions. So now it makes sense now that there's uptick came, and now Gen Alpha is only 27 million.
So the uptick came with this last Gen Alpha.
Yeah, so pretty much millennials are the ones that taking in the propaganda
that we ain't having no babies.
Right. I was thinking it was a steady rise, but it actually declined. It was a long-term decline from 1973 to 2017. Since then,
well, you know what? I can see that being true, Tony, because when I was born, how I was raised, we was raised against abortions. So I can see that. And I was born in 78.
I remember it was a stigma on that.
We are against it.
Yeah, I remember it being like a girl in college was crying because she had got an abortion. I don't know why she told the class, but she said she feels so guilty and was crying, and everybody was like, "Oh, sorry," but it was like a thing. All the girls were over there, but it really was like, "Oh my God, I had an abortion." Now I see them on podcasts like, "How many abortions you had?" I had 8.
About 12.
Abortion buddies. They're doing it like that. So now it is a difference in the way they go about talking about it and doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, because and then back then when I was born, parents were still trying to hang on to being under God,
Oh yeah, I
and
heard.
still
I
trying
heard
to
that.
they had God a lot in our lives back then, and that was another change. When you
Yeah,
remove
that's
God, a
true.
lot of stuff started falling down by the wayside. And
That is parts we could talk about too. That all of that like when we say it's planned, all of that did play a part when we did take out religion, because religion gave people like the duty to do it. Now it's like,
yeah,
well, I need to do that. I don't need to do that. All right. So yeah, that did play a part as well. So that has went away. That's a good one we could bring in too. But yeah, Jeff got a point. Now, so 2025, we're already into a new generation, Generation Beta. I bet they're gonna have
oh, I
less than
don't like
Alpha.
that word, Generation Beta.
Beta, beta.
Generation Beta.
The name
Yeah,
speaks for itself.
yeah. But Beta makes sense. They're gonna be smaller than everybody. I
Right.
guarantee you, Gen Z is not. If Millennial ain't
And
have kids, you
softer than
know Gen Z
everybody.
ain't about to have no kids. Gen Z ain't about to have no kids. Do you know what's going on with Gen Z? It's worse than everybody else. That gender war in Gen Z is worse than all the other generations. Gen Z, almost all of their boys are conservative, and for the girls, almost all of them are liberal. And they're saying they're starting off their dates asking you if you voted for Trump or if you are conservative, and people are cutting off dates at that point. We used to never even talk about politics on a
Hell
first date.
no.
Now, when it comes to family, like
Uh-uh.
politics and family was not in the same conversation.
Yeah, we did not.
Hell
But
no.
now they're saying on first dates that is being brought up immediately. Who did you vote for?
Yeah,
So
I do notice
they ain't
that
having
people
no.
get real in their feelings when they find out these days who you voted for. You be having
Man,
to punch a bitch in their mouth.
you got.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you're right. I remember a time when you didn't even talk about who you voted for. Like we're old enough to remember that wasn't even a. Who cared, bro? We didn't even care, bro.
We wasn't even thinking about it. That was the last thing. We only thought about it when it was election day. Election time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
mainly that, and it wasn't even like a big deal because you could have voted for Obama, and everybody was just like, okay, like, but I remember when Obama won. I remember walking down the hallway. I was walking with my head all high, like, yeah, we got a black president. No, not knowing it didn't mean a damn thing, but it did make me feel good at the time. Yeah, but they wasn't like, who'd you vote for? We ain't talking to you no more. And then I remember when Bush got in there, they weren't like, who you voted for? I ain't talking to you no more. So, but that's where we are now.
Oh, but
And
lately with this Kamala and Trump, it's
it's
divided.
it's gonna be like that from now on. Everybody else, it don't when when Trump is gone, I don't care. The next conservative, they let's just say he put up his vice president up there, they're gonna be going at him too. So that's just where we are now. But that's all designed, like we said. So now, as long as we got the women to the Democrats, the men to the Republicans, y'all gonna be fighting. That's even less kids. And we made
Too
abortions. We
bad
made
I'm
it
from a
cool.
generation where mine is already born. So
Yep.
I ain't still been
I
delivered. I've
think
already contributed to this world and
I
I'm
think you
good.
got Gen Z. I think yours is Gen Z.
I just hope they ain't Gen Beta.
Nah, they ain't beta. They ain't beta.
Because
I think betas are
I am
just now being
encouraging my
born.
sons to make babies. I'm encouraging them to make families.
Yeah.
Get you a wife. Get you a wife and
Mm-hmm.
make a big family. Yeah, make them like your uncle. Make sure you get a wife. Make them like your uncle.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You gotta replace yourself if you want to have success sometime in life. Basically,
Mm-hmm.
that's basically what's going on. You have nobody
Mm-hmm.
to sell to. If you want to
Right.
make a business, only the big corporations could be in business because they could reach the whole nation. But you need to be able to reach people around you. But there aren't people around you. It's so many restaurants in my neighborhood going out of business, and I'm like, dang, why they going out of business? I thought we was packed. But you know what's happening? Back in the 90s, when a family, like if I'm a father right now, if I went into a restaurant, I wasn't just buying for me. Now
Yeah.
people are just buying for you. So I was buying for 6 people in the early 90s.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's six times the dollars you were getting at the time. Now I'm just buying for me. So I go in there, I just
Hell,
buy
buying
one
for
plate.
you, Tony, is like buying for 6 people. Shit.
No, I ain't buying that many. I ain't buying that
Listen,
many.
the way the price is set up out here, I'm a family of 4. I might as well just go buy me 3
Oh, I'm
dinners
saying,
and cook
but
that
I'm saying
shit. Shit is expensive.
Oh
that's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you match I'm saying if you match for inflation, right?
Mm.
You were buying 6 times the amount in that time period. So now in this time period, I get what you're saying. It's cost more, but that's also because we have less people too. You have less people, things are going to cost more. Goods are going to cost more. But on top of that, if I had 6 kids right now, I would be buying 6 times the plates, and they would be in business. But they're not able to meet that now because there's not enough people in their area to keep the business afloat. And it's not only it's big corporations that are shutting down big lots. I know they had a grand reopening or something like that, but they probably gonna fail again. It's not enough people. Dollar Tree is going out of business. It's all of these toy. You know what did it? Toys R Us. We should have knew something was wrong when Toys R Us went out.
They on the way back though. You know, they did a reopen tour,
KB Toys,
yeah,
yeah.
KB toys. I remember KB.
Did KB Toys go out of business too?
Yeah, no, there is no toy stores no
when
more.
we seen
When
toy
you used to
stores
be
going
a
out of
Toys
business,
R
that
Us
should have been
kid.
a red flag right there. We was like, oh shit. Damn, we ain't having enough kids for the toy stores to stay open. Nope, it's not. It's not because and
Generation who's on the video game.
Yeah, video game came up in that motherfucker because I remember the Atari. That was the first start to it. It started from there. Atari, then
if you
Sega.
look at that, video game sales are down too though, across the board.
Well, they need to
Everything
be.
sales are across the board. Everything. Right. So like Andre, you in the stocks.
How many Xboxes you can really
look at
have?
this. Look at this though. You in the stocks, right? You in the stocks and crypto and all that. So now you buy, right? Now see, look at those people in the Apple era. They bought, right? In the 80s. But there was a huge generation after them, matter of fact, double the size to buy to make the valuation go up. Now, when I buy, there's way less people. 27 million of them are going to be buying the stock that I have. It's not going to rise like how it did for Apple stock. So I can't make money like they made money. That's where we're talking about when we're talking about it's going to be a lot more people poor now because you can't get sales to imaginary people. They were aborted. They're gone. They're not here. Right? And that's our problem right there. We can't even down in elementary schools. I heard in California's having a problem right now with the teachers because it's not enough kids. People are leaving the state.
I don't know where that lie at because there's a lot of kids. It's just not enough teachers.
Well,
so my son got 40 students in his classroom.
No, it was specifically LA. That's what they was talking about.
Nah, because down here, it's a whole bunch of them Bambino.
You're in Sacramento, right? Or San Diego?
No, I'm in San Diego. And my son, I got one that's in the 4th grade and one that's in the 5th grade. And in his 4th grade, there is 39 students to one teacher and assistant. It's not enough.
But in LA though, it's not enough kids, and they're having to let teachers go. And it's a few other states that are starting to do that. So it's what I mean. It affects everybody. It literally does start to affect. It's a trickle down effect. But the problem is, it's going to be compounding now. So I didn't even talk about the mortality cliff. So silent generation right now is at the mortality.
Tony, I live in California. You know, it's a very large Hispanic population. They making babies. I just seen about 14 of them pregnant.
They were brought in for that reason. That's why they were brought in.
Well, they making them.
But the silent generation, right? They're at the mortality cliff. They call the mortality cliff 78 plus, right? That's when large swaths of the generation start to die off, right? So that's where our grandmas and grandpas are at right now, right? All right. So what happens when boomers get there? That 72 million people not here. So that's right now, boomers are buying stuff still. They're buying yachts. You know, they balling. Boomers are balling out right now. They had the country clubs. They buying all the foods and going to restaurants still. And you know, they doing their thing. They living their best life. Right? They own most of the homes in America outside of corporations. That's a whole other thing. Corporations. But for homeowners, they're the leading in that. Of course, everybody living with their parents. We all see it. Okay, the boomers are the parents. They got the house, right? What happens when they go away? That's 72 million people. Not to mention the silent generation that's right before them, with
That little
23
piece
million.
down
So
there.
that's 100 million people fall off. Now, I'm just saying, if we don't bring in a bunch of immigrants, which they will do to try to replace them, but America is really against that. It's going to be hard for them to try to bring in 100 million immigrants. That's not going to happen.
No, we
But
just need to promote more family stuff. We need to take out what we're seeing in the media and stop promoting the separations amongst family and start putting more family shit on. Promote
yeah,
that. Promote more two-family households. Promote it. People are following what they see and hear. Promote it, and you will get what you need.
Well, even
but
if you ain't gonna promote
remember
the
though,
two-parent
we
household,
can't promote it because they won't promote it. They have the
almost
media.
here.
They
But
have
if there's
control of the media.
listen, what I'm saying, if there's
Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off.
That's real.
I
created
wish it was
at a
that. Hey,
mass scale.
I wish it was really that easy. Just turn the TV off. Just turn the radio off. But they ain't.
I
Bro.
ain't saying turn the TV off. I'm saying start putting out information that promotes family, promotes the young women to be with the men, promotes the correlation.
Oh yeah,
So
but
positive things that goes with being in family situations so that the young people, not us, but the younger people can see that. If they don't
but
see it at their house, they can see it where they see everything else at. On the internet, on
what's the main
TV.
thing we hear though, right? Like when girls say, "I don't want no kids, gonna mess my body up," right? I don't want no kids because it costs too much,
Old age mess your
right?
body up too. Won't you mess it
Yeah.
up for a purpose?
Oh, that's good. Hey, make that a slogan, Queen. We need.
Yeah.
The fuck?
I mean, old age gonna mess your body up too. But they like, but I can keep it longer. I
Mm,
guess. How they gonna respond with?
Shit,
That's what's
dog.
wrong with us. Embrace it while you got it, use it while you got it, and then hold on to some of it when you get here.
Hey,
It's beautiful.
anybody want to call in and talk about the population decline, the silence behind it, because I think it's really an agenda by the government and it's working. And any things I missed about how it is possibly, not even possibly, how it is making us a poorer generation. Because if you look at Gen Z and you look at millennials, they struggle. They're the first generation not to do better than their parents. We're the first generations not to meet or do better than our parents.
Wow.
This has never happened before.
Oh, y'all generation. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. 'Cause
millennials.
okay.
Nah, don't
Yeah.
you? I see. You look how she do. Oh, you
I
mean
see how
y'all?
you do it.
Y'all
Damn, that's
generation.
fucked up,
Okay. Okay. All right. But the thing
But
about it, I don't have kids, and y'all, I got kids in this new shit. Like
yeah.
I'm trying to get my kids the shit I learned. Like at least if you
Well,
got an
that's good
ass
though.
whooping, you strong. Like I'm trying to get mine at. Cause
But
this
see,
new shit.
you're gonna have to do. You got to deal with millennial and Gen Z parents. So you like
yeah.
that's your counterpart. You got to have like, can I go over their house? And you gonna like, let me talk to their parents.
Negative.
Then you see that their parents just as ratchet as them. You're like, what the hell? Like, but that's what like. I grew up Gen X. Like, I didn't see all this. I was watching Real World and Road Rules and shit. I don't know what the hell y'all talking.
And now that makes me feel like my mother because when I was the young one age, I was like, my mom don't let us do nothing. I understand now. Hell no.
Yeah. Yeah.
You cannot
Yeah.
trust nothing with nothing. Shit.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
No. But I
yeah.
agree
So
with you. It's set up. It's a design. It definitely is a design.
it's
It's
working.
definitely a
I mean,
design.
the Guidestones, the Georgia Guidestones, did say that. It did say that. Let me add Tyson here.
Well, 500,000, wasn't it?
What up, Tyson? What's good?
Hey,
Hey,
what's good with
guys.
y'all? Hey.
All good, all good, all good. Yeah, yeah. They said 500,000 population. If we, I don't know how. Maybe Queen's right. They're gonna have to do some type of natural disaster in Africa because 1 out of 4. But I don't think you heard the stat. In
Man, they
2050,
having it
one out
back
of
in the
four
bush,
people.
getting it in, bending it over by the tree.
Right, right. 1 out of 4 people in the world will be sub-Saharan African.
Tice, you got your earphones in?
Yeah, what am I echoing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. Let me mute myself.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, Tice. So yeah, what you think about that, man? What you think about their grand scheme? It's mainly World Economic Forum getting this done, but it's been a long time plan by eugenicists to get everybody else to not want to have children, and they have been successful in doing so, making it hard economically. They've been doing so religiously, because a lot of people just drop religion, right? And they also, so they attack spiritually, they attack economically, and they attack culturally by saying you don't want to mess your body up, or you got to live your life first before you try to settle down and have kids, or like all type of propaganda. I don't need no man, or I don't want no man, or abortions ain't that bad, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right? So they attack spiritually, culturally, physically, with contaminating the water. Male sperm levels have dropped to an all-time low because of
Ooh. Oh, that's
estrogen.
terrible. Oh, that's terrible.
Right, because all the birth control in
Oh,
the water is being recycled, and we're drinking that, and it's killing
no
the sperm.
wonder why this new SOFT generation. So,
Oh yeah, they are. But yeah, we have
they
lower
gentle,
testosterone.
Tony. Very gentle in this
Yeah, there we
generation.
go with gentle. But we have lower testosterone than our grandfathers.
Oh,
It is
that's
very
why they act like they do.
That right. Gentle, Boogaloo. Just
Yeah.
gentle.
so
They
yeah.
got them.
So what do you think? What do you think, Tice?
It just makes you wonder what the ultimate goal is. Like I would assume that
Population
somehow
control.
they got there, I guess, because naturally, I'm pretty sure the ones that are behind the scenes pulling the strings or whatever, the eugenicists,
Mhm.
World Economic Forum, and personnel or whatever you want to call them. I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure they want to reproduce, keep their lineage going,
Oh yeah.
because a lot of them,
If you look, Tice, Israel is meeting replacement rate. Israel is one of the few
yeah. Wait,
Caucasian countries
can we
that
say that name on
are.
here?
Yeah, we're not see because we're not speaking on anything towards, so we could
I
use it in
got you.
this context. You get what I'm saying?
Got you.
Uh,
Just trying to be
to answer
cool.
Jeff though, you gotta remember that India, China, Africa, their populations are increasing. It's the wealthy Western countries' populations that are declining, as well as Asian countries. So yeah, there are worldwide. We're not saying humans are going to go extinct. We're just
Oh,
saying
definitely not. No.
America, Italy, right? Those type of places are going. Japan, South Korea, those
Yeah.
are going.
And it makes you wonder why it seems like those places are it's more effective there, but it's not, especially in sub-Saharan Africa where Bill Gates and his wife have been
They were trying.
trying
They
for
were
years to
trying.
sterilize them people over there, man. Did you see
They
that
were.
that one pastor that blew the whistle on that? He was a Kenyan pastor. And
I didn't know that.
he
I didn't see that.
yeah, he blew the whistle on it. He was saying, "Hey, a lot of women here in my church, they're becoming sterilized." And they did some checking on some of the vaccines that they were giving the people over there, and they
For the
found
for
out
the
a lot of
AIDS. Remember for that AIDS
yeah, for the
that was
AIDS,
not spreading
yeah,
over there. It was never spreading over there.
exactly.
Yeah,
It was
I
like
told them
some of
for
these,
lied. They lied
yeah,
about
they
that
lied.
AIDS in Africa.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were
Oh, they
making the
lied.
women infertile. They made them
They
infertile over there.
lied about
It
Ebola,
didn't work
but we're
though.
not gonna go there.
It
That's
didn't
neither here
work.
nor
Yeah.
there. But yeah, no. Dang it, where was I yeah, yeah. They did some checking on those vaccines that they was pushing on the people over there, and they found out that the vast majority of those vaccines were banned, not only here in America, but almost worldwide.
Mm. See, yeah, I didn't see that pastor that called him out, but I did hear
Yep.
about the women that were becoming infertile, and also they also Nestle. Y'all gotta look into the Nestle Corporation. They some
Oh, they
yeah. You know
that's
about
a
that
dark.
water?
They got a dark
You know what
history. Yep.
they stopped the women because women in Africa, because it's a large population, so they wanted to bring corporations do this everywhere, by the way, but they wanted to get into the market in Africa because they were able to trick women here in America not to use their own breasts, but to do baby
Yep.
formula. That's how they was able to make money. So
Yep.
over there in Africa, they brought their thing over there and they were lying to them, telling them that this is better to use. Of course, they brought the propaganda over there and they got them starting to use the baby formula and
Formula. Yep.
which was made by Nestle, and then also the Nestle water. They were able to get that over there, and they were selling it to them and making them believe that they couldn't use their own breast like they
Yep.
they did before,
Well,
right?
it
So this
got
is
to a point. It got to a point where the child would not accept breastfeeding because it was just used to that formula, and some
yeah,
of those babies starved. They starved
right.
when they
Exactly.
couldn't
That's
afford
what
the formula.
Yeah, because something happened and they couldn't afford the formula no more, and a lot of babies passed.
Yep.
Mm-mm. That's
That's
wild.
why they tell us like get that titty to that baby as soon as it come out the womb.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
they tell you do not let your baby have a bottle because it will have a problem drinking that versus your
but guess
breast.
what, Queen? It goes right back to that lie that they tell them that if you breastfeed, that your breast will get um saggy or whatever. They tell them that. So
They
they're
hurt
doing
like a motherfucker though.
they're doing everything they could to try to preserve the snapback. What they call it, the snapback. I want the snapback, and they
Oh,
promote celebrities like
shit don't
Beyonce.
snap back.
Beyonce got a kid one day. She got a kid one day, and
Oh
then next
yeah.
day, and then 2
Yeah.
months later, her body's like this, and everybody's like, "Oh, Beyonce snapback! Oh, I want," you know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
Cardi B and
Bless her
they
heart.
and Cardi B
Carter
and
B
two
got
other
4 kids.
but see, snapback, but they all get these surgeries done, or they have surrogates, or whatever it is that they're doing is unnatural, right? And but
Mm-hmm.
a regular woman doesn't have access to those unnatural things, and they start feeling
Mm-hmm.
bad, or later on
Mm-hmm.
they might be bitter and they tell their daughter, "Don't you have no kid?" Because I heard girls tell them that their mom told them it's not worth it, don't have no kids. I was like, damn, what you telling her? What you telling your kid in front of you right now?
Mm-hmm.
Like you was a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I mean by culturally, spiritually, physically, psychologically. They're covering all bases, and it's all it is a legitimate reason. I'm scared to mess my body up for that person. That is a legitimate reason, right? Oh, it's
Well,
too
you
expensive.
wasn't scared to
I
gap
don't
them
have enough.
legs up. Shit happens. Like, don't
They
ever
wasn't.
think
You're
that
right. They
that body
wasn't.
gonna be the fucking same, ma'am.
You're
You
right.
gonna either fix it up, cut it up, dip it up, or something. Other than that, it's just gonna be not the same. That's
That's
the
true.
price you take
Um,
for ingesting the penis.
that's right. That's true. That's true. But they're just saying, "Oh, I don't want to mess my body up, so I get an abortion." Also, I don't got enough money. I can't
Do you
afford
know
it.
that mess your body up worse than just having a damn baby?
I
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
about to say
yeah,
that.
that is true because
That's the
there
true
are women.
statement.
That's why I like watching different podcasts because they do talk about it. Someone was like, "I had too many abortions. I think it
But
shortened their uterus, so now that she can't have a kid." So it's true, man. It doesn't get talked about. They don't promote that when they talk about women's
Yeah,
health.
you can have one abortion and never be able to have a baby because it can damage you worse
Yeah,
than
they
just
don't talk
going
about
through the childbirth. You might as well just because your body as a woman is naturally to give babies. That's what it's built for. So
it.
if you naturally know that process is only going to take a short time and you can get back to your snatch back versus you going in there and assaulting yourself,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
stay away from that. It'll do more harm to you than good.
That's true. But they don't talk about those and they don't platform those people. It's kind of like when the trans thing was going on, all those people that were saying they regretted it, they were hiding those from the media. Or like when the COVID thing popped off and all those doctors were coming out and was like, yo, this is what it is, it's this, it's not novel and all this, and then they were suppressing
Oh,
them,
they
right?
sure
So
was, man. I was big on that when COVID hit because I was one of the
yeah.
main ones trying to promote them, trying to let people know, hey, man, these people are saying if you take some zinc, you get some vitamin C, natural stuff in your body, you can
Mhm.
actually fight it. I was like,
Ivermectin too
you don't have to
was
look at
what Joe
this.
Rogan did. They try to
Yeah.
because Joe Rogan was such a big star and he went outside of the norm. They were trying to
Yep.
vilify him because he was telling them a way to cure it without doing what that whole process that they were trying to put you through, right?
Yeah. He was promoting ivermectin, and
Hey
the
Dre, guess what? They're taking it all out right now. All if you look, they're all taking them out.
yeah,
They getting them taken out right now. So I don't think we're
and
gonna
that's
see no
good.
65-year-olds with the BBLs.
That's
They
good.
literally taking them out.
They mm-mm.
hey, we played the song, Tony. These baby is killing y'all.
Hey, yeah, I guess the song worked. Where that jug at?
We got-
I think
BBL.
they only starting to take them
These
out is because you
BBLs
guys
killing
are starting to speak
y'all.
up because y'all not liking them.
I think it's maintenance, maybe.
Like, I
I
It,
think
think
it,
somebody is
it was
starting to
maintenance.
listen.
It was maintenance, and guys weren't talking to them like the way they want it.
No.
They were talking about the leakage and the BBL smell, and then they was
Yeah,
talking
and
about
the maggots and stuff that some of them was getting because this
maggots. Yeah,
Oh yeah. It was bad, Danielle. It was bad.
it was bad.
Maggot.
Yeah,
I ain't
she was
heard
getting
that one.
maggots.
And it
Oh.
turned rock hard and
Yep.
all type of stuff. It was hurting
Yeah,
their
they be
nerves.
hard.
Their
You gonna
nerves.
love me, Chunky, or you ain't gonna love me at all. Believe that.
Because they had their like it was
Used to be
hitting
in the
nerve
tacos.
endings and they couldn't feel their
The fucking
fingertips
head
and all
yesterday.
type losing limbs. It
You
was
know,
a lot of
somebody,
stuff
you
going
Oh
on.
my God, I didn't know it was that bad. Ooh.
Yeah, it gets bad. Yeah.
And then
Hey,
they
bud.
don't look right. Everybody can't have the same dynamics. Come on, let's keep it real. You got to go
That's
with the
true.
body type. You can't get the same thing she got.
Yeah, they were looking
Like,
like that movie.
it
You
ain't for
remember that movie
you.
Ants? You remember that movie Ants?
Everybody walk around
Hey,
like
bud, can you
sledgehammers
mute
and shit.
yourself up?
What the
Okay, there we
fuck?
go.
Okay, I ain't gonna digress on that. I'm disappointed.
You remember that movie
Ass
Ants?
looking like you
That's
got
what they were
ass
looking
and
like.
ass.
Yeah, yeah, it was
You
crazy.
got
It was
ass and toothpicks.
skinny legs and toothpicks
Ass and toothpicks.
with
You got
big
ass
holes.
and
It
no
was just
toothpicks.
crazy. But yeah,
But you know, to each his own. If that's what make you feel beautiful, I'm for it. But mama, please.
they didn't feel. That's why they taken it out. They didn't feel beautiful. They just was trying to go with a fad.
Terrible. Now you got to
Yeah.
go through more trauma to take out what you put in there.
Man, when I saw what they had to go through, they was sitting on. It was a whole plane. Y'all ever seen that video? A whole plane
Man,
of
my
them coming back
homegirl
from
got one. You
Brazil.
know, you can't sit on your ass for a week.
No, 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks that they got to sit on these inner tubes, and then they got to get wheelchaired around, and they can't move,
She
and they
had
got
to
to
ride
stand on
with
this.
her ass up in the air. With
That
her
ain't working. Oh my God.
oh,
You
for
you
real.
I'm
ain't
one
never
of
seen
those
those?
people
Y'all
who
ain't
I
never seen
speak
those?
beauty in all
All right,
women.
let me
Women
see.
love
Let
y'all
me see.
bodies for who y'all are. Stop
Let
doing
me
Yep.
this to
see.
yourself, because that shit is crazy.
You know what's worse?
That ain't
You know,
working.
not worse, but you know what they're doing now though? They're that buccal fat removal.
Then who?
Have you heard of that?
Oh, what is that?
It's they're removing the fat from their cheeks.
Mm.
All these
Mm.
celebrities are doing that right now.
Mm. For what? To come back and put it in their damn lips and everybody went around here looking like Planet of the Apes and shit. These
Oh no,
motherfuckers is weird.
they look worse than. I'm gonna show you some of the people that got it. It
Here
looks
you
so
go.
bad.
Oh,
Yeah, that vocal fat removal is the new thing right now, and they all look like those girls in the '90s that
I'm
was
too
like. You
old to
remember the
give a
models
damn.
that just
Wait.
did drugs and didn't eat? Like,
Yeah.
all right, y'all remember
Mm-mm.
Jenna Ortega? Y'all remember her?
Which one is that?
Yeah, what one of that?
Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday.
Yeah,
You talking about the girl that play Wednesday?
yeah.
Yeah.
I like her. Yeah.
Groceries. I said, Jeff,
All right,
add
let
Jeff
me show you
Money,
this.
potato. And
This
then
is
I
what it looks
pay on
like, and then Ariana Grande too. It just looks crazy, bro.
You talking
Are
about
we talking about
Wednesday?
the Ozempic thing?
No.
No, this is
No.
vocal fat removal. They're doing Ozempic and vocal
Oh.
fat removal.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I noticed that about the Ortega girl. Yeah, I noticed that she
Yeah,
looks a little bit weird. Well, she's starting to look a little bit
Yeah,
weird.
she look weird because you play Wednesday. Yeah,
she
Wednesday
look
look weird.
Nah, nah,
And
nah, nah,
that's
nah.
my
She look
shit.
normal.
I
She look
like
normal
Wednesday.
playing
Yeah, me
Wednesday.
too. I like Wednesday too.
I
Wednesday my
like
shit.
Wednesday. We gotta
Nah,
watch some Boogaloo. I like Wednesday.
Yeah.
I say, bud.
Wednesday
Nah,
my
she
shit.
look normal. She looked normal when she played Wednesday, but without that makeup and stuff like that, when you can see what she really looked like
What
today,
makeup? She look damn dead. What makeup?
because that's the
They,
makeup. But
they
without it,
kept her in the dark. They didn't give her no makeup. They just kept her in the dark and said, "Go shoot."
her
That's
skin
what
looks
they did. It
clammy.
was the dark
Her skin looks
makeup.
clammy. It don't look like that, like in real life. She has some I guess melanin about her. I guess you could say that.
Oh,
Yeah,
But
he
she got a
no,
little
yeah,
yeah,
that's
sun to her skin.
she is
That's it.
lighter, but
yeah.
let me
Yeah,
see it.
she
There
roasted
we
a
go.
little bit.
Oh no. She's definitely white passing, but she's not
Oh, okay.
pasty, and she's not like pasty like she looks on the show. But I mean, like without it, like if you
Yes,
just
yes,
look at her
she.
today
Well, I
versus
don't
what
know. This
she
gonna
look.
be. Let me show you what she look like. She went from this is the buccal fat removal.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, she look
Ugh.
totally different. What the hell?
Wait a minute. Which
Ooh.
one is the current one?
The current one is on the right.
Okay, the 10 one, she all right. But this thing
Yeah.
right here what's this on there
That's
right here?
because she removed the buccal
She
fat.
got
It makes you
another
look older.
roll. She
Ugh.
got another
No, that's not why they're doing it. They're all doing this. All right, this is
Oh.
what they're doing.
She said she got
Oh.
another role.
They're
Oh.
removing these fat pads right here on your here.
She's gonna play the next Melissa.
They make you look younger, but they're removing it.
What's her
Hollywood
name,
is
baby?
doing that right now.
I wouldn't say
Oh my
younger. It
God.
made her look ghastly.
That's for her
Yeah.
other role, y'all.
No,
We
that's
taking
what
it
I'm
out of
saying.
context. That's for
It
her
made her.
other role she got coming up in
It's not. It's not.
January.
That's just
She
what they're doing
filming.
right now. You want that to be the face. That is not what's going
Well,
on.
it ain't my face.
All right.
Man.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Eric, who else is doing that?
Who?
Who else got their vocal fat removed?
Who that?
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
She
She
looked
looks
like she's still
horrible.
playing in that witch program I seen her in.
They're removing these things right here. They go away when you
Didn't
get
she
older.
play Glinda?
That's why your face looks like almost like a skeleton when you get old, because it naturally goes away. But they're taking it away in their 20s and 30s.
Oh.
Don't make no sense.
It don't.
But Hollywood is pushing that now. So if we start seeing a
They
bunch of
want them to have
girls,
strong jawlines.
I ain't never
yeah,
I just put it
pretty
back.
much they're taking away that
Giving them a unisex look, right? More of a
well,
unisex. You see
it's
where
not
I'm
that.
going?
They're slimming their face like it was bad.
Yeah,
Like
but
it
they
was
also
like
can
their face
pass
was
for
bad
boys
before that.
too, if they need to be put in a role that's unisex.
Well, that's pretty bad too. It's just bad. It just got Hollywood is just doing it.
It's getting
It's just
masculine.
they're removing everybody's. They're all. It's the newest thing right now. Basically, it's the new thing right now, and it's because of celebrities or so on. And then it's only like a 30-minute surgery.
These folks just be fucking themselves up.
Right. So look, let me show you.
Fact.
Let me show you. All right, here it goes. They're like, we want to get rid of. She want to get rid of her chubby cheeks. She calls it. Right. Can you see this? All right, here we go.
Facelift, life perception, that's life destruction.
She didn't have to do that. It was unnecessary.
It actually
I'm
almost still looks
confused
the
which
same
picture
on
was
her.
which. It looked the same. Like I'm trying to feel the difference. She need to go back.
No, just don't
I
do
ain't
no
see.
more.
Okay, that's after.
I could see
Yeah, that's
her. I could
after.
see her cheekbone here. The little.
Okay, now
Yeah.
what's the before? I mean, she looked this. I'm gonna need me some refunds.
You look the same to me.
I'm
She
just saying
looked the same to
they're
me.
only
Didn't look.
doing it because all these celebrities are getting it done.
She only got
And
the half pint removed.
No,
yeah, maybe I don't
I
know.
see where they
Usually
got
they
the
might go
whole
back again.
No.
What, is Miley Cyrus looking like that? Miley Cyrus got the thing too?
Oh hell
All right,
no.
let's see.
Oh, Miley.
But this is why they're scared to have kids. It's just that mindset. I gotta copy everybody else. I want my body to look like this. I can't have kids because I want it to look like that. That's the problem. That's what's going on. So we got Miley Cyrus. Oh dang. She got it too. They're removing their fat from vocal fat remover. This is stupid. All right. Here she
Miley
goes.
Cyrus is already skinny as hell.
But see, I know, but look at her
Yeah,
now,
but her
bro.
cheeks weren't sucked in like that. Good.
No,
She
they weren't.
Because the fat
she
they
just
took the
had
fat out.
lemons before this picture. She just ate an olive, a pickle, or something. She got a little to her. That's all. Just a little.
That's what's going on.
She ate
But
something
yeah,
sour. A little sour power or something.
but yeah, if we keep this up, then this is where we're headed. It's just
Wow.
Miley was in the
no
club
kids.
with her J's on.
So hey, how many kids is gonna be? Do y'all think if Gen Alpha is 27 million and we drop from 72 million or something like that? How many you think? How many kids do you think is gonna be in beta?
I think they
How many?
gonna, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I think Gen Alpha gonna bounce back. I think Gen Z lost.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so you weren't here in the beginning. There has been no country to ever recover. So the birth rate is 2.1. No country has ever recovered after it had fallen under 1.9. All
Okay.
right. Right now we're at 1.6.
Hey.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we gonna play between the sheets.
Every population that has fell under that, the population I'm about to say went out of business, but it stopped existing.
Yep.
Mhm.
Dang.
So that's what we're looking at right now.
Oh,
That
who
means
knows?
Japan about to disappear.
Who?
Japan,
Oh
Japan.
yeah,
Yeah,
Japan
it's
then.
about to be
That's
the
they
was.
hiring black
Japan.
men to come over there and drop
So is
clothes and
Italy.
get
And I
cash.
ain't going.
So is
I
Italy.
am
They
not
Italy
they
going.
paying
they
45.
hiring out
Oh,
there.
before we
Please
get out of
stay
here,
home, black men. Don't go get
before
hired.
before we get out of here, let me show y'all this because yeah, I'm happy you remind me of that. Remember that commercial I was telling you where that they were begging their men to sleep with the women, and they were
Yeah,
going. All right, let me see if I can find the commercial.
that's crazy. Mhm.
All right.
Oh, maybe they're trying. You know what? Maybe that's why they're trying to teach them slavery. It wasn't that bad and stuff. Maybe they wanted to mix up so they can make some more kids and stuff over here.
Nah, these motherfuckers don't want them to make no babies, Boogaloo. They pushing all this old weird shit in the atmosphere, and that this shit is okay, getting us further and further away from God. And the
Yeah.
further and further they pull us away from God, the further and further the destruction can keep taking place. So
See if I
I
can
ain't gonna
find
say
this
that much.
commercial.
I
I
don't want
can't
to get
remember
us in
what
trouble.
country it was.
You know?
Oh, they say that what? That what's called community having problems already, y'all. Y'all seen that?
Mm-mm.
You ain't seen that
Which
type?
one?
What
The
community?
all white one.
Oh,
The
Yeah,
queer people.
yeah,
what
they
they
have
can't live with?
problems already.
They struggling to live with each other. What's going
I
on?
don't know. I gotta look into it. I just seen it pop up on my thing, man.
Man, here I was rooting for them. I was
Yeah, me
like, they probably gonna do good. They probably gonna do good. Psych, 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 psych.
bro. Hey, man, that's crazy.
See if I can find it. Mm-mm. Hey man, if I can remember the country. All right, let me see. Because the commercial is actually kind of funny too.
So Tony, you say we just a lost hope?
For America, but that's why they're bringing in. Okay, let's say it this way: it's gonna be mostly, and then same thing with London, and, UK. It's gonna be mostly foreigners. If they do, they'll be brought in that will keep the population up. So the Americans, as we know it, like the Black Americans and the White Americans, they might either just mix in with the other groups or just go pretty much extinct over here. So at this pace, the pace we're on.
Mm. So what we need to be doing, Tony?
We
What
need
we
we
need
need
to be
we need some
doing?
we need some 80s music. We need to
We need to be getting it on.
Yeah, I need to pop that Marvin Gaye. Let's get it
Yeah, we need to be
on.
getting
yeah.
it on.
Let's get it on. Let's get that
Like you
Marvin
better
Gaye
do
pop.
some
Let's
with that
get it
you
on.
too. Y'all better get to standing up in it. Listen
Yeah.
to her. They telling y'all what to do.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all what to do, young
Yeah.
generation. Gen
Do a
Z's,
little Marvin say, little
Gen Z's
candy
got to
liquor
start.
in your system.
Gen
Like,
Z's got to start knocking something down and letting it go. And I'm
pull up
talking
with
about
that on
knocking
your system.
the different
Y'all
sex,
better
not the
start
same.
being a
shit.
tenderoni
Hey,
again. Like, get your tenderonis, y'all.
yeah. Hey, man, that's what we gonna have to go on and do, man. Gotta go and get some tenderonis and we gotta help
We
populate
got to
them.
repopulate. Y'all got to repopulate, y'all. Y'all
We
got to
gotta help
repopulate.
populate their ass.
Yeah. Shit.
We gotta get all the fine men out there. All the fine men just impregnate every girl you see. Go ahead and get you.
No, absolutely not. Just go. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're not gonna just separate already,
Go,
Tony. No. Just
go
go
ahead.
for what you
Go
know.
fit it
Stop
in.
looking at it like this. We are in dire need. Damn
They ain't,
preachers. Like you in dire
they
need.
ain't messing
No,
with the
nigga,
uglies.
Tony, like,
They
oh
ain't
hell
having
no,
that.
I'm not doing.
Them
All
girls
right,
is not
no
messing with
damn.
you gotta be 6'6". You gotta have six packs. And you
I'm
gotta have
glad you already did.
60,
I gave yours to the world.
you gotta
So
got $60
don't be
million.
listening to Tony out here, fellas. Find you one you can jail with and make some damn babies. Period.
Y'all got
Like,
to catch up.
as long as she can cook you some dinner and wash your drawers, shit, make some babies. Shit. Fuck 6 foot. They might be 2 foot. Shit. Whatever. Get the job done. Like,
Yeah, crazy.
start playing.
Man,
Shit.
I can't find this commercial. I don't know where it's at.
That's crazy. Hey, man, listen. Hey, millennials, we might have to help them out. The millennial men who ain't got
Look,
no
y'all
women.
about to bring Boogaloo back out. Boogaloo about to tighten up the buckle.
Man, he said I need to have another one.
Gotta go
Boogaloo
help
about
them
to
out,
take that
man.
one leg out there, Tony. He like, I'm about to have to come out here and help y'all young whippersnappers.
Yeah. Gotta come out there and help y'all, youngins. Yeah, give me some 20-something-year-olds. I guess I'm gonna have to help y'all
Boogaloo
out,
about
man.
to step out of retirement on y'all. Shit.
God damn.
And the way these young girls is, shit, he'll have 6 by the summertime. Like,
Hey, man. Hey, for real.
We getting there, man.
Damn, boy. Gotta help them out, man. That's safe. I'm done with all that. I'm grown as hell.
somebody got to come out and save it. Boogaloo, somebody got to save it.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody like you, Boog. Come on out there and show
I'm
them how it
focusing
gets
on my
done.
nephew. I know my nephew, when he get older, he got that African blood in him. So his ass gonna show no, he got that real Nigerian
Bring a
blood in
couple of
him.
your homies
He
with
gonna
you.
have some babies when he get old. I know my nephew gonna have
Oh my God, not the Nigerian blood. Hey, Nigeria about to double in population. So
yeah, that's what I'm telling you. He got, his dad
He
is
about
half
to help them
Nigerian.
out.
he about
Man,
to
my
help him
brother,
out.
man, listen. Man, that thing gonna
He
have
gonna
that
help
night.
out Nigeria. That's
My
what he
brother,
gonna do.
my brother got 10. He didn't help out the population. My brother got 10 of them.
Look, my
He gave
cousin
his.
got 11.
Well,
Yeah, he helped
he's
the
still
population.
counting. He want 15.
Yeah, my cousin got 11.
So
Yeah.
do it. At this point, bro, I'm like, go ahead, get it in. Ain't nobody else doing it. Shit.
Hey, to each his own.
Man,
Get them in.
get them in,
I
y'all.
mean, but you got a whole starting lineup, a football starting lineup.
I'm gotta tell y'all fellas, I'm gonna give y'all a disclaimer. Please make sure you do pay attention to who you get along with. Now you don't want no crazy baby mamas and shit, okay?
Remember the Matthews
Be
family?
smart at what you do.
We need to be like, we didn't even want men like Matthews out there. Remember dude had 100.
Oh dang, bro, that dude had like 100 kids, the whole town.
Yeah,
Don't
the
do it like
whole
him,
town.
cause
Yeah, got the
don't do it
whole
like him,
town
cause
pregnant.
he had his parents, he had his kids having incest, bro.
And he black. And guess what?
Like
I
that
said, boy,
one
you fuck
said,
around and you fight one of them Matthews, boy, you got a whole army to go against. You fight one of them. We got 168 kids in the town. God damn. Matthews
Jeff
was
said, sign
slanging
me
it
up.
around there.
Jeff said, sign him up.
I don't know why it was so hard to find, but man, I finally found it. Here it goes.
The Matthews.
Oh, here it goes. Here it goes.
Like players.
Bro, yeah, they was like, if you got the name Matthews, do not think y'all ain't related.
Especially when he was there. Yeah,
And
y'all
he had
related.
brothers and sisters hooking up. They were like, damn, I didn't know we was related. Got the whole damn town. This nigga, he did his own personal Genghis Khan over there, bro. All right. So yeah, this is a real commercial that these companies, a government made to get their people to have kids.
Det danske velfærdssamfund er under pres. Der fødes stadig ikke nok børn, trods en lille fremgang. Og det berører os alle.
Denmark may have a population problem in the near future because apparently people aren't having enough babies. So a Danish travel company, Spies, thinks it has a solution. They recently launched a new campaign, Do It for Mom, which is encouraging people who want to be grandparents to pay for their children to take vacations abroad.
Så udvis lidt rettidig omhu. Man ved jo aldrig, hvad lidt aktiv ferie kan føre til.
According to Spies, studies show that Danish people have more sex when they are on vacation. In less than a week, their new campaign ad has already been seen over 4 million times. The company's slogan is "Send your child on a holiday and get a grandchild."
Let me say the actual commercial. I think I found it because man, it was hard.
It's crazy you say that, right?
You know it's a desperate thing when the grandparents is sending you on
I was on the
vacation.
internet today and they got an island with number of women, and the only thing they waiting on is for men to pull up to pick one on. They got a whole island, bro.
I just seen it. All right, let's check this out.
The fuck?
Man kan ikke købe kærlighed. Eller kan man? Det danske velfærdssamfund er under pres. Der fødes stadig ikke nok børn, trods en lille fremgang. Og det berører os alle. Men dem, som måske lider mest, er de mødre, som aldrig kommer til at opleve det at få et barnebarn. Du var der, da din søn skulle lære at gå. Du var der, da han skulle lære at cykle. Og du var der, da han skulle lære at læse. Men når der skal laves børnebørn, kan det måske godt blive lidt akavet at hjælpe til. Men fortvivl ikke. Måske har vi fundet løsningen. Som du måske allerede ved, har man meget mere sex på en solferie. Modsat andre ferieformer. Men hvad du måske ikke ved, er, at motion med din partner fremmer sexlysten yderligere, fordi hjernen udskiller endorfiner. Man sveder, får hjertebanken og åndenød. Symptomer, vi kender fra forelskelse og ophidselse. Tiltrækningskraften øges hos det aktive par.
Oh my god, bro.
Og derudover øger motion blodtilførselen til kønsorganerne. Alt sammen noget, der fremmer seksualdriften og dermed chancerne for undfangelse. Så hvis du virkelig er blevet gammelskruk, tilbyder vi nu spis forældrekøb. Send dit barn på en aktiv ferie.
That is wild, yo.
That was strange to how babies were created.
Finder passende. Så supplerer spis med en aktivitetspakke og 1000 kroner i rabat for at sikre din investering og vores fremtidige forretning.
She broke the hole through the condom.
Nu hvis dit barn ikke er den store holdspiller, men har evnerne.
Oh, damn, buddy.
Så udvis lidt rettidig omhu.
Do it for mom, dude. Do it for mom.
Man ved jo aldrig, hvad en aktiv ferie kan føre til.
How the hell they got your grandma and your mama down here?
Why do they got a commercial for there's somebody for everybody though? Dude was recluse. He went to a vacation where he met a recluse woman.
Yep.
Do it for Denmark.
Do it for mom. Do it for Denmark.
Damn. That's crazy.
Wow. Måneder ikke garanteret.
You can't make this stuff up.
You can't.
We ain't doing that bad yet. We ain't doing that bad.
Nah, but they got a whole island. Listen, man, I just seen that. You seen that too, Tony? They got the whole island. Number women.
I heard about it. Yeah.
Like they just wait for men to pull up to pick one on. It ain't nothing but an island of women. I'm out of here.
Yeah, it's getting bad.
They say all the men died in the ocean and stuff.
The administration is considering paying people to have kids, so we're it's pretty bad. We're getting.
I need to travel to that island. Populate the whole island.
Yeah. But don't be surprised. Don't be surprised though if they are going to start paying Americans to have kids. I think that's.
He sound like Jeff. Jeff said, "I'm gonna have a whole bunch of Jeff."
Hey, we about to get up out of here though. We about to get up out of here. We're almost 2 hours in. I appreciate Tyson for pulling up. Thank you, Queen, for guest hosting with me.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Bug.
Yeah.
And yeah, we about to get
I
up out of
told her,
here,
how
man.
far along you is on the cartoon? That's what they want me to ask you.
I am in the beginning. I am in production. Oh, I need voices, so
Well,
I'm gonna start sending it. But yeah, the script's written.
yeah.
The storyboard is written. I mean Drew.
We doing
So
the
we got
jokes?
no. Remember we
Oh,
were doing the smush.
Smush first. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
should. All right.
yeah. So we have that. So that's gonna be coming soon. Now we're just doing the animation parts. So
I told you we looking
yeah.
for animators. Send them over here.
Oh yeah, I was about to say I was gonna get with you, Tony, to see if I could, help you with some of the drawing or whatever.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, I need some backgrounds drawn. So but I'll hit you up. And whoever let me know on Discord, whoever want to do voices. All you need is your cell phone and a closet. Because I just don't need your voice to bounce around. That's all you need. So but yeah, let me know. All right. So but yeah, I'm gonna do on Patreon, I'm gonna post one up just to do an art check, see how my like art style and all that good stuff. All right. But yeah, we about to get up out of here. We appreciate all y'all for rocking with us like always. All the mad ones, much love to y'all. And we about to get up out of here.
Tell them to hit them likes. Hit them likes.
Yeah. That's right. Hit the like, share
Win.
share this with some family members though. A lot of people aren't even considering what's going on or like the trickery that they played on us. I don't want it to be too late before we're like, damn, they
Cause get
messed
what?
us up.
At the end of the day, our ass got to get up out of here. We're not gonna be here forever, so we ain't gonna be able to tell him. Like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, our ass, we got to worry about the next. Our
Remember though,
children.
too, though, we're the ones that are going to be the ones that suffer when we're in our 60s. We're not going to be able to be like the baby boomers because now when you want to get your pension plans or you want anything, you're not going to be able to just chill and get somebody to pay for your pay for you at your older age, your Medicare or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not enough kids. It's only 27 million of them. Right. So unless they raise taxes on them, but they ain't gonna have no money to raise the taxes on them. And so you're gonna have to raise taxes on yourself. And Gen Z's gonna get taxed more. It's bad, man. It's bad all across the board. So but yeah. Until next time though, we appreciate all y'all. We out here, guys. Peace.
Peace out.
You're tuned into the Mad Ones podcast.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
I'm not even gonna speak on that. Cause that type of shit make me mad. And when I get mad, I start seeing red. And y'all don't want me to see red up in here.
Don't know. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore! I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it.
This is the home of the Mad Ones. The Mad Ones podcast starts now.
Man, them mad if you don't know. 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 Mad, 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 once mad, 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 once mad, mad.